So hello all, in this video I am going to explain about respiratory system. So let's get started. So wherever the fresh air, that is not polluted air, then that place the respiratory rate is more, that is high. And respiration consists of two processes, that is inhale and exhale. Inhale means taking air in from the environment. So what type of gases we have to take through breath? As we know that oxygen is very much important part in our respiratory system, and oxygen is a less polluted gas, very less polluted gas, and oxified blood is called purest blood. Nitrogen, that is N2, is 79% in environment, and this 79% is taken through inhale. But how much percentage we are consuming is depending on breathing rate levels. The respiratory rate per minute depends, different rates differ to person. As a healthy human respiratory system per minute is 18 times, but practically it is not 18 times, it is of different ways. For example, when we participate in yoga exercise, then automatically our respiratory rate gets increased, and during that time the number of gases can be inhaled. Oxygen O2 is 21%, we take in through inhale process, because 21% of O2 is available in environment. Carbon dioxide CO2 is 0.04%, that is taken through inhale process because of the carbon dioxide amount available in environment, and the remaining gases of 1% we inhale from environment. So come to exhale process. Exhale process means removing air from the body to outside. Nitrogen 79% should be exhaled, which we have inhaled. Oxygen 16% should be released. The remaining 5% gas is utilized by our body. Here body means hemoglobin in our body combines with oxygen and becomes oxyhemoglobin in lungs, which is the purest blood. And whenever hemoglobin reacts with oxygen, then it is called purest blood. So this purest blood completely pures and pumps to the whole body. And whenever hemoglobin reacts with carbon dioxide, then it is called bad blood or impure blood. So how the human body gets pure blood? So for this question, the answer will be hemoglobin has to utilize 5% of oxygen, and the purification process has to be done, and it has to be pumped to the whole body. Then the metabolism process forms correct to the body. So when it comes to carbon dioxide, 4.4% of carbon dioxide will be removed through exhale. And whenever these three gases N2, O2, CO2, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide gets inhaled, then immediately the hemoglobin comes to lungs and breaks the ties with CO2, that is carbon dioxide, and reacts with oxygen and becomes oxyhemoglobin. And impurity blood means hemoglobin reacts with carbon dioxide, that is called hemoglobin carbon dioxide, which is impurity blood. And when we are inhaling the three types of gases, why hemoglobin reacts only with oxygen, or what is hemoglobin reactivity capacity? So whatever the gases we consume, firstly priority wise hemoglobin reacts with carbon monoxide, second preference will be oxygen gas, third priority is carbon dioxide gas. If the inhale process is done, 100% of oxygen and 1% of carbon monoxide is consumed, means inhaled, then also the hemoglobin firstly reacts with carbon monoxide only. And in inhale process, carbon monoxide is not discussed because it is very impurity gas which is very less available in environment, and at the same time there will be very less carbon monoxide gas in environment. This gas is majorly available in the places like mines, chemical factories, crackers, explosion places, etc. If at all the carbon monoxide gas is heavy in environment, then also the oxygen can pure the air, because the oxygen percentage is more in environment. So that's why here in environment carbon monoxide is less, so the hemoglobin firstly reacts with oxygen. And whenever hemoglobin reacts with carbon monoxide, then is also called impurity blood. When this carbon monoxide impurity blood flows through the body, then blood in our body turns into blue color. So with this impurity blood, the heart rate and the respiratory rate gets decreased. And here the question is, how much quantity of air is required for the occurring of each and everyday respiratory system? So 14.5 kgs of dry air, that is healthy and pure air, is required for the each and everyday respiratory system. Here the healthy air, pure air in the sense is oxygen. Parts of respiratory system. So here first part is nose. Nose again classified into upper nasal cavity and inner nasal cavity. In upper nasal cavity there are two small holes, and in that there are small hair particles which controls the dust inhales through the air. Means it cleans the nose, and at the same time nasal fluid cleans the nose. Inner nasal cavity. From this part air gets divided to go to air tube. The study of nose is called rhinology. And also epiglottis moves upside when the air gets inhaled, so that inhaled air easily goes to trachea. When it comes to second part is mouth. Through mouth also inhale process can be done. And third part is throat. Throat pharynx. Pharynx is one type of junction between food tube and air tube. For the removing of air from air tube, this pharynx gets involved. Voice box, larynx. Peristaltic strokes happens in larynx. When this peristaltic strokes happens, then there will be much more increasing of over talking or talking too much or mad talking behavior. And when it comes to windpipe, the scientific name of windpipe is trachea. Through windpipe, air inhales inside. In windpipe, cartilage bones are present. Cartilage bones are very smooth bones. They are having elasticity. Cartilage bones are bendable but are not broken bones. Huge amount of cartilage bones are present in kids. In human body, there are two types of bones are present. One is asthi bones and second is cartilage bones. Asthi bones are very strongest bones but are easily breakable. Asthi bones are highly present in adults. For example, knee bones. In human body, cartilage bones are present in the outer layer of the ear, that is corner nose. And sixth point is large airways, that is called bronchi. See, like for a tree we see there will be a branches. Same like the trachea in lungs also contains branches. Those branches are called bronchi. And small airways. Seventh point is small airways, that is bronchioles. In bronchi there are also sub branches which are called bronchioles. So through the large airways and small airways, air travels to lungs. Air goes to lungs. And lungs, when it comes to lungs, it gets filled with air and taken through small and large airways and exhales it. Parts includes in lower respiratory tract are lungs, ribcage and diaphragm. Upper respiratory system, nose, nasal cavity, sinuses, larynx, trachea. Nose is the starting point and alveoli is the ending point in the respiratory system. And larynx and pharynx, these both divides the food tube. When it comes to vestibule region, it protects from bacteria. Defense means it protects from bacteria or other harmful particles that may enter the system. Depending on the air moisture system, respiratory system depends on the human being. In inhale process, we cannot speak. We can only speak in exhale process. Trachea is divided into two lungs as branches. Through branches, air gets passed. This branches is again divided into bronchioles. At the end of the bronchioles, alveoles. See, bronchioles will be like this, and at the end of the bronchioles, this round shaped are the alveoles. Alveoles are present. So lungs get filled with this air, and with this air lungs gets inflammation, swelling. Inflammation means swelling, and when we releases air outside from the body, then again lungs gets normal, same like balloon. In this alveolus, gases gets exchanges. In human body, one and only part floating the water is lungs. Okay, one and only body which part is there on floating water is called lungs. Lungs are very delicate, and through bronchioles, air gets transplantation from one place to another place. Alveolus stores the air, preserves the air. In alveolus, the hemoglobin leaves carbon dioxide and reacts with oxygen and becomes oxyhemoglobin, which is very purest blood. So this is about respiratory system, and that's all about it. Thank you for watching.